Congratulations on your purchase of the Hobbyzone Mini Super Cub. This video will walk you through some of the assembly steps that are illustrated in the manual. It is not intended as a replacement for the manual, so please read your owner's manual thoroughly before you fly. Before assembling your Mini Super Cub, install the 4 AA batteries that are included for the transmitter, making sure to note proper orientation. After installing the batteries, you will then need to charge the included LiPo battery pack. Your Mini Super Cub comes with a 12-volt DC balancing charger that allows you to safely and fully charge your flight battery. To charge, simply attach the battery to the charger. Once the battery is connected, you can plug the charger into the 12-volt power outlet of an automobile. Make sure the battery is resting on a heat-resistant surface. While charging, the charger's LED indicator will blink. Once the LED indicator stops blinking and glows constantly, the battery is fully charged and ready to use. Unplug the charger from the outlet and then disconnect the battery. Your Mini Super Cub also includes an AC power supply, allowing you to charge your battery at home as well. Simply connect the battery pack to the charger and then plug the charger into the power supply. Connect the entire assembly to a standard wall outlet, again making sure that your battery is resting on a heat-resistant surface. To install the main landing gear, simply insert it into the slot provided on the bottom of the fuselage near the front of the plane and check that it is secure. Then, tug gently on the landing gear to ensure that it is securely installed. To install the tail wheel, slide it into the slot provided at the rear of the fuselage. The Mini Super Cub features a unique one-piece wing design. To attach the wing, place it so that it is centered on the fuselage and secure the wing with the included rubber bands. Check to ensure the wing is secure before proceeding, and be sure to check that the wing is secure before each flight. Once the wing is secure, you will need to test the Mini Super Cub's flight controls. To begin testing, turn on the transmitter, then install the Mini Super Cub's battery and connect it. Be sure that the transmitter is turned on before installing the battery in the plane. Make sure the throttle is in the off position before testing. The transmitter included with the Mini Super Cub features electronic digital trims, making adjustments easier than ever. Digital trims also make adjustments faster and more accurate. The trim should automatically center when the transmitter is first turned on. Be careful to keep everything clear of the propeller when performing this test in the event that the throttle is accidentally activated during the process. The movable part of the flight control surfaces should be even with the static part when the controls are in the neutral position. If you find that the surfaces are not even, use the digital trims on your transmitter to adjust as needed. Move the control stick from side to side and up and down to test control surfaces, which should move up and down according to the transmitter input. Once you are satisfied that the motor and control responses are correct, you're ready to fly. If you encounter any problems during the testing process, refer to your owner's manual for troubleshooting assistance. After you've completed the previous steps and once the battery pack is charged, you're ready to fly. Now it's time for you to choose your flying location. You should always choose a large, open grass field to fly. The Mini Super Cub can fly and climb at a significant speed, so the bigger the field is, the better. Tie the included red ribbon to the end of your transmitter antenna. Hold the transmitter flat so that the antenna is parallel to the ground and note how much the flag moves in the wind. If the flag hangs down, the conditions will allow you to fly successfully. For more detailed information on correct flying conditions, please refer to your manual. You will also need to conduct a range test, as described in the manual, before your first flight. You will need 2 people to do the range test, 1 to hold the transmitter and 1 to hold the airplane. The person holding the transmitter should walk 100 paces from the plane and turn the transmitter on, while the other installs the battery in the plane and turns it on. The person with the plane should watch the plane as the other person operates the controls to make sure they are all operating smoothly. Always make sure that your hands are clear of the propeller before operating any of the controls. Refer to the manual for detailed instructions on how to conduct the range test. To hand launch the Mini Super Cub, hold it at the bottom of the fuselage in your right hand. Apply full throttle on the transmitter and firmly toss it directly into the wind using a smooth, level motion. Always face into the wind when you launch your Mini Super Cub, and be sure to clear the area around you before launching so you don't hit any people or objects. You also want to make sure your fingers are clear of the propeller area anytime you apply throttle. You can also launch your Mini Super Cub from the ground. Simply point the Mini Super Cub in the direction that the wind is coming from and apply throttle to gain speed, and gently pull back on the control stick. Climb to a safe altitude and enjoy your flight. Once in the air, the Mini Super Cub is easy to control and will climb smoothly with elevator input from your transmitter. To turn, just move the control stick to the desired direction using light inputs. Details on advanced elevator control, which will give you more control over climbing and descending, are included in the manual. The Mini Super Cub handles ideally when you use smooth, gentle control inputs. The Mini Super Cub's revolutionary anti-crash technology, or ACT, helps to prevent you from getting into a situation where you are unable to recover and offers the option to disable it once you've mastered the basics. Anti-crash technology analyzes your control inputs and senses the orientation of your plane respective to the ground via 2 optical lenses, preventing over-control that can lead to dangerous dives. Be sure not to fly your Mini Super Cub over water, snow, or light-colored sand, as these ground conditions may prevent the anti-crash technology from working properly. Once you've gained a good feel for the Mini Super Cub with ACT activated, and you feel that you're ready for the next step in control, you can turn it off to allow for sharper turns, climbs, and handling. The Mini Super Cub's default setting is ACT on. To disable ACT, press in on the right stick. The red LED light will blink when ACT has been disabled. Complete directions for engaging and disabling anti-crash technology can be found in the manual. When you notice that the Mini Super Cub no longer climbs or accelerates well under full power, normally after approximately 6 to 8 minutes, the battery is getting low and it's time to land. Line the model up directly into the wind toward the desired landing spot and at 10 feet of altitude. Gradually reduce the throttle lever to turn the motor off. The Mini Super Cub will glide in for a landing. As you get more experienced at flying, try adding a small blip of power just before touchdown. With some practice, you'll be able to land it right on target. While this video has covered a few of the assembly and flying basics, please read the manual completely before flying. And when you've mastered these basics, you'll be ready for more challenging action, like loops, spirals, touch and goes, rolling takeoffs, flying in formation with friends, and many more. For more about these fun flying maneuvers, refer to the owner's manual. And for more Hobbyzone news and info, visit our website at www.hobbyzonerc.com.